What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to Player of the Month, Jamie Vardy. Guys, today is a weird one. EA have released Player of the Month Vardy. It's not a great card, it's not a bad card, right? It's one of those cards in FIFA where it's like, it works because of the way people play this game, but it's not unreal, right? So it's high work rates, which straight away isn't great. But it's not bad. You know, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh no, he's not worth it at high work rates, right? Work rates are work rates. You can get around them with player instructions, custom tactics and stuff like that. 3-star, which is a bit sad. But as per Theo Walcott, also isn't the worst thing in the world. Because Ronaldo chop is now 3-star skill moves. Because the lateral heel-to-heel flick is 3-star skill moves. And because weak foot doesn't really matter a stupid amount on strikers. More for cams and outside midfielders, your weak foot would be better. And again, that's not to say that you're not going to enjoy a 4-star or 5-star weak foot player, but generally speaking, you know, you can get away with 3-star this year. That's not the end of the world either. When we look at his in-game stats, his pace is obviously great. In terms of his shooting, his positioning, finishing, and shot power is amazing. His long shots is terrible. And based on what we know of from the EA pitch notes a week or so ago, long shots only comes into play just outside of the box. I can't remember exactly. I think it was like 55 yards or something like that, or 45 yards. That's at the point, no, sorry, 45 feet or 55 feet. That's when long shot starts coming into play. And then there's this like dead zone where finishing and long shots combine. They didn't explain how it's weighted, but they're weighted for how good shooting is. You know, just around the edge of the box and just inside, and then inside the box or from 45 feet and lower or something. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. That's where finishing comes into play. So anything from inside the box, pretty much, Jamie Vardy is going to be absolutely clinical. Anything from on the edge of the box or outside the box is going to be a bit of a crapshoot, right? You're going to end up banging some top bins, and then you're going to end up missing some, and you're going to be like, how on earth have I just not scored against this bronze goalkeeper? Something around those lines. His passing is generally terrible, and I do think passing is an important, stat this year for any player, just because of how bad passing is. But as people on Twitter have noted, he's a striker. His passing doesn't need to be much better than it is. His dribbling is actually not bad, right? So his reactions and composure are really, really good. So obviously with a sniper, you could boost that up massively. His agility and balance aren't bad. They're not great. They're not bad. His ball control and dribbling are not great, but not bad. And then his physicals are actually really nice for a striker. Good jumping, good stamina, good strength, really good aggression. And all in all, this isn't a terrible card, you know? You could do a lot with this. You could put a marksman on him, boost physical, dribbling, and shooting. Or maestro, whatever one it is that boosts those. You could put a sniper on him, boost shooting and dribbling, which would in turn boost composure and reactions. You could put a hawk on him, which probably is going to be my go-to for this card, which would boost his pace, his shooting, and his physicals, and makes him a really dangerous looking striker. Or you could do any combination of anything. An engine if you wanted to boost his passing up, I don't know, right? But you could pretty much put any combination of anything. What's really interesting about this card is how much it costs. It's very, very cheap. Very cheap. It's 183 rated squad with one Premier League player. Now, initially, I looked at this, and let me build it real quick because I don't want to be one of those guys that gets caught out and EA are like, oh, by the way, we screwed up. It was supposed to be way more expensive, or, you know, it's supposed to be these requirements. We've changed it now. For those of you that got it at the cheaper price, well done. For those of you that didn't, unlucky. So let me go and build this squad. I don't really have many 84s either. Doorbell. Let's put Kai Havertz in there. I wanted to use a couple of 84s just so that I could get away with. Let me put Jerome Boateng in there as well. I know he's blue, but I just want to be able to use 83s and such quite casually. I don't mind using some of these blue cards either. They're not really worth that much, so it's no skin off my nose. I just don't really have much in my club right now. I need to go on a little pack spree, really, don't I? So we could put Boateng in there. We could put Havertz in there. And you guys are probably thinking, what are you doing, man? You're crazy, you're stupid out here. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. But with two 84s and some 83s, we should be able to go to the Syria and just get some nice stuff outside of that. So yeah, it's only an 83 rated squad. It's coming in at like 25k. And initially I kind of looked at that And I was like, you know what? That's not it's not unreasonable. I kind of looked at it and I thought that seems about right, and I will explain why. Right, so we really don't have much at all there. Let's go to the Premier League and see what else we can fit in. Yeah, I'm struggling to put an 83 rated squad together on my pay to win. Can you believe it? What have we got available? Only 84s. I think all my 82s and stuff are gone. Let's use Jamie Vardy himself. I don't mind using that Pedro card either, actually. We'll pop him down there. We'll go and get that Pedro. I know I'm using blues, but a lot of these blues guys are untradeable for me. So they probably will come in useful somewhere down the line, but it's not like EA are never going to give us the opportunity to pick up these cards again. So as I say, I don't particularly mind all that much to get rid of some of these guys. Pedro can go in there. Fabian and Ramsey can swap around there. Olivier Giroud can go in there. We only need 75 chemistry. That puts us to 61. That puts us to 58, but we are on 82 rated. So a Bundesliga or Serie A goalkeeper should be enough to sort us out here. Not Carnizas though, so maybe a Bundesliga. Have we got like an 81 or something like that? No, we really don't. Blashy is obviously way too much for the rating. Hits is not enough for the rating. Might have to go for a big Galashy there and go and take out some of these guys here to get us a little bit of chemistry up. So let's put Orban in there, which is actually very good for chemistry. That perfect link that gets us to 73. We're still 83 rated as well. So any old Bundesliga player here should be enough. Even a silver there. Ooh, not quite. Let's just go and get any Bundesliga player. If I've got one, him. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to turn that in. Like I said, most of these blues are untradeable for me, and I've already been throwing away duplicates. But so I want to show you guys again why. Two things about this Jamie Vardy. Number one, why you should probably do him straight away, just in case it is a mistake. But what I think it's not a mistake. I think it's supposed to be an 83 rated. I think EA, based on the 2-player upgrade packs and now this Jamie Vardy SBC, are really trying to boost the value of 83s, 84s and stuff. I think they're trying their best on the market to make the 83s go in price. So to release this Jamie Vardy as nothing other than one 83 rated squad, guess what's happened? The prices of 83s have gone through the roof. And so an 83 rated squad 2 days ago, you would have been able to pick up for genuinely about 10 to 12,000 coins. But now it's creeping towards 30,000 coins. So the price of 83 raters has gone up a lot. However, as some people pointed out to me, I want to take you guys to the webpage here. First of all, I want to show you guys why I think it's about the right price, right? Is because when we look at Rashford, Marcus Rashford, by all accounts, is a near identical card. The same pace, he has more dribbling, 3 less shooting, 4 more passing, very similar physicals, and then he has 5-star skill moves. Not only that, but his work rates are a little bit better. Where are we seeing here? Oh no, so he's high as well, funnily enough. I thought he was high medium. But yeah, so there you go. Right footed, the same. High, the same. I think he's probably a bit taller. Yeah, 6'1" versus 5'10". And Marcus Rashford is only 20k. So when you look at these two cards, you sit there and think, actually, instead of doing Jamie Vardy, which offers no packs back and doesn't have the 5-star skill moves of Rashford, they're both English, they're both Premier League. Like, you know, it's relatively easier to just get Rashford into a team because of the Man United squad link. You look at these two cards and you think, well, no, actually that is fairly priced. But then when you look at someone like Werner and put his inform in there as well, very similar pace, you know, 1 more pace, 1 less shooting, 2 more passing, 8 less physical and 4 more dribbling. This is also a very similar card, 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, and he is almost 300,000 coins. And so it's people were saying, you know, you look at Rashford and you think, okay, Vardy's actually not great value for coins. You look at Werner and Vardy is unbelievable value for coins. And then if you actually compare him to previous SBCs, let's go to the expired SBCs. One of the things that's the most interesting is Pookie was 17k. That's whatever. Someone like this Martinez card, who is brilliant, by the way, and does fit the meta. And EA have focused heavily on MLS as well. You know, we've obviously had Scream Zlatan, Carlos Vela cards. There was another MLS player, I can't remember. But Martinez was 120k. Lewandowski was 165k. But more importantly, when we go to the other player of the months, when we look at, for example, Osimhen, even Walcott, 124k, a lot of pace as well, a lot of dribbling on Walcott. Where's Osimhen in here? Schweinsteiger, 230k. And as we always know as well, EA always heavily, Osimhen's actually, is he still there? He is. Yeah, EA always heavily overprice Premier League players, right? So when we look at what's live right now, Osimhen doesn't have near the same links as Jamie Vardy, isn't terrible compared to Jamie Vardy, right? In terms of card, very similar card in many aspects, many regards. He was also 25k. Carlos Vela, an 86 rated, another MLS player, again, you know, has his goods and bads, but 36k. You then look at Harriet, who is nowhere near Jamie Vardy's level. I think this Harriet card, as we discussed before, is terrible to the point where I didn't even complete him on my pay to win. That's how bad, and I'll show you guys as well here. That's how bad I think that Harriet card is, even for first owner objectives and all that. Like, this card, I mean, it's terrible. His dribbling, well, his reactions and composure are bad. His physicals are bad. His shot power was bad. His shooting in general was average. This is a guy with just good pace and good agility and balance. 5-star skill moves, sure, but 3-star weak foot. And I just, for the 70k, what is it, an 85, 86, 85 rated squad, right? When I look at Harriet, and when I look at Osimhen, and when I look at Carlos Vela SBCs, and when we look at the price points of all the other SBCs, and specifically for Premier League players so far, I actually can't help but think maybe Jamie Vardy is actually unbelievably cheap. Maybe EA have made a mistake. They didn't release all the segments for him or something like that, because yes, you can compare him to your Rashfords and such and say, all right, he's probably on a level with Marcus Rashford in terms of being, you know, what he offers in game. Marcus Rashford's tradable, probably has slightly better links because of Man United over Leicester. And then Jamie Vardy comes in a bit more expensive than him. But then when you compare him to players like Werner, and then to SBCs like Osimhen, like Vea, like Aubameyang, who obviously is a much better card because of the 4-star, like the Harriet SBC, you actually look at that Vardy and you just think, wow, that EA have made a mistake there. He should be way more expensive. So what I would say, guys, is go out there, get him ASAP. Worst case scenario, you've got a first owner Premier League player that will fit easily into many of your squads and be decent for like 25k. Best case scenario, EA end up removing this, relisting this for a way higher price point, and you got him for really, really cheap. So I think it's a big win to do it either way around. This is going to be the end of the video for now, though, guys. I'll be back later on tonight. We've got Road to the Final, Season 2, and Icon Swaps coming tonight. So it's going to be a big day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. I'm out. Peace.